This is smart room occupancy monitoring system. In this project, we are turning on the fan automatically with the help of the PIR sensor, and we can also turn on and turn off the fan, which is connected in a room manually using the switch. So first I'll tell you how to control it manually. So with the help of this switch, when my switch is turned on, fan is turned on, and when switch is turned off, fan is turned off. So for this, I'm connecting the switch to pin number 7 of Arduino Uno board, and another pin to 5 volts pin on the Arduino Uno board. So this is about the connection of switch. Now, when switch is in off state, it is not in on state, when it is in off state, and whenever a person enters into the room, and when the motion is detected by the PIR sensor, the fan should be automatically turned on. So for this, I am connecting sensor VCC2 sensor VCC2 VCC pin on the breadboard, and ground to ground pin on the breadboard, and the output pin of PIR sensor, it is connected to pin number 12 of Arduino Uno board. And the 5 volts pin of Arduino Uno board is connected to 5 volts pin on the breadboard, and ground is connected to ground on the breadboard. And the fan is 12 volts fan, and which should not be directly connected to the Arduino Uno board. For that purpose, I am using external 12 volts DC adapter. The adapter positive pin, it is connected to the common terminal of the relay module, and adapter negative is connected to negative terminal on the breadboard. And the normally open terminal, it is connected to the positive supply of the fan, and the negative terminal of the fan is connected to the ground. And in order to display the message whether person is inside the room or nobody is there in the room, I'm using 16x2 LCD with I2C model, and it has got 4 pins: ground, VCC, SDA, and SCL pin. The SCL pin is connected to SCL pin on Arduino Uno board, and SDA is connected to SDA on the Arduino Uno board, and VCC to VCC pin on the Arduino Uno board, and ground to ground on the Arduino Uno board, or it is on the breadboard. So this is all about the connection, and the code I'll explain now, each and every sentence. After explaining the code, I'll upload this code to the Arduino Uno board, and we will check the output. This is smart room occupancy monitoring system project. So in this project, what I'm doing, whenever the person is inside the room, the appliances like fan or AC bulb, they should be turned on automatically. And when the person leaves the room, the fan or bulb should be turned off automatically. And here, I have used manual control also. With the help of the manual switch also, you can turn on the appliances bulb and a fan, and you can turn off the bulb and a fan. And if the switch is in off state, the motion of the person, it is detected by the PIR sensor, even though in off state switch, the bulb and fan are turned on. So for this purpose, I'm giving the title as Smart Room Occupancy Monitoring System. So in here, I am including wire.h because I am using LCD, I2C enabled LCD display in order to make the communication between Arduino and LCD display. I2C communication protocol is used, and the functions related to I2C communication protocols, they are defined in wire.h header file. And liquid crystal underscore I2C header file I am including because this is required for I2C enabled a liquid crystal display. Here, how many rows are there, how many columns, all are defined in this liquid crystal I2C header file. And here by default, I2C enabled LCD display has the address 0x27, and it has got 16 columns and 2 rows. I mean 16 characters can be displayed on two rows. In each row, you can display 16 characters. So this is the meaning of liquid crystal underscore I2C. And here to detect the motion of the person, I am using a PIR sensor, and which is connected to pin number 12. And relay pin, I am using two relays, one relay for connecting the fan and another relay to connecting the um, light or a bulb. But I'm not using both here since I have got only one relay module. I'm using the bulb to connect to pin number 13. Next, I want to turn on and turn off manually also. So for that purpose, I'm using the switch, SPDT switch. It is connected to pin number 7. And initially, I'll define the person inside the room is false, no one is there, and the switch state previous switch state, whether it is in on or off. This also I'm making it as a false. So these two are defined with the help of the Boolean data type. And the last motion time I am taking as a 0 and motion timeout. So once the PIR sensor detect the motion and the bulb and fan will be turned on for 30 seconds, it will assume that the person inside the room is present, and it will be waiting for the next motion detection. If the next motion detection is not detected, then it will assume that the person has left the room, and it will wait for 30 seconds. And within 30 seconds, if no motion is detected again, it will the fan and bulb are automatically turned off. And this is to update the LCD. And if the person is really inside the room, it will display as person in a room if present. If he is not present, then person in a room is nobody, like that it will display. And here I am using cursor and it is set to 0 column and 0 row. And in the first line, it will be displayed as room occupancy. And relay pin PIR sensor I'm making as input, and fan and bulb are making as output, and switch also input. And the same thing I want to display in serial monitor. For that purpose, I'm initializing the serial monitor also. Then here I'll read the PIR pin, whether it goes high or low. If the motion is detected, then the PIR value becomes 1. If the motion is not detected, PIR value becomes 0. And I'll read the switch pin, whether it is in off state or on state. And so that I'll store it in a switch state. If the switch state is not the switch state previous, why I am checking? Because if I am controlling with the help of the switch, then I need to find out whether it is in on state or off state. Previously, it was in on state or off state. So for that purpose, I am checking this status. If the present switch state is not equal to the previous switch state, it means the switch state has changed. Then it will check once again if the switch state is high or low. If switch state is high, then both the fan and bulb should be on. And it will display as a manual control, because manually I am making both the light and bulb are high. And this in LCD, it will be displayed as fan and light are on. And when fan and light are on, it is nothing but the person inside the room is true. He is present. So if it is not the case, if the switch state is not high, if it is low, then it based on if the switch state is low, then fan and bulb should be turned off. The PIR value should also become slow. If the no motion is detected and if the switch state is also low, then fan and bulbs are turned off. And the manual control fan and bulb are light are off, like that it will display. And when they are off, it understands the person inside the room is false. No one is there inside the room. And again, I'll update the switch status. The switch state previous is the present switch state, whether it is in on state or off state. If the PIR value, suppose if the PIR value is 1 and not switch, if switch state is 0, if this condition is true, if PIR is high and switch is low, then also the fan and bulb should be on. So it will check with the help of this condition, and the person inside will become true. And when person goes inside, it will take the timings. What time he entered the room. Last motion time is millisecond. It will update the last motion time. Else if the PIR value is 0 and switch is also 0 and person inside, if it is true, so person is there, but PIR, it is not detecting any motion and switch is also in low state. Still, what it should do, it will check the time. So I have given 30 seconds of time delay. So it will, if the present time and the last motion time, the difference, if it is more than the motion timeout. Motion timeout, I am giving as 30 seconds. You can vary in your program. So you can modify this. So if it is more than the timeout, and then it will understand no one is there inside the room and it will turn off the bulb and a fan, and it will give them, it will assign false to the person inside. So in this way, you can, if the person is inside, and you can manually control the bulb and the fan, or automatically it will be turned on and off depending on the person inside. So this is very useful project for your classroom or your staff room or your house, to save the electrical energy. If no one is there, why should be turned on? So it should be turned off automatically. And whenever we come inside, then only it should be turned on. So this project is very useful. And we can modify so many things here. You can modify the timing here. The last motion timeout, 30 seconds to 1 minute, or anything you can do here. So that is about smart room occupancy monitoring system, explanation of the tools. And this is a code for a smart room occupancy monitoring system. Here, whenever the person is inside the room, the fan and bulb are automatically turned on. If no one is there inside the room, it will be automatically turned off. And manually also you can control the control on and off of both the fan and the bulb. The complete explanation of this code, I have done another video, and the link is given in the description box. If you don't understand the code here, you just refer that video. You will come to know that each and every line of this project. And after writing this program, you select the board. Under AVR board, select the Arduino Uno board and select the port to which your Arduino Uno board is connected. Then upload the code. So after clicking this, the code will be uploaded to your Arduino Uno board. See, it is compiled and uploaded. So you open the serial monitor. Now it is showing the PIR value is 0. You can see here the person inside is no, PIR value is 0, and the switch state is 0. Switch is in off state. Now I'll move my hand near the PIR sensor, and it will display as 1. See, it gave the value as PIR value 1 and person inside is S. It understands the person inside is S. So once the movement is over, PIR value becomes 0, but still the person inside is showing as S because I have already entered the room, and it will be on for both fan and bulb both are on for 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds, uh, within 30 seconds, if no motion is detected, then the fan and bulb are automatically turned off and the person inside the room becomes no, and it means no person is detected. So again, I'll move my hand near the PIR value. Now PIR sensor value is 1, and within when 30 seconds get over, before that I'll make one more movement of movement. See, again PIR value is 1. So again, the person inside the room, it shows as a yes. So how many times I'll make a movement and PIR sensor becomes 1, till that time the buzzer, sorry, bulb and AC bulb and fan both will be in a on state. So you can vary that timing. 30 seconds I have given in a program. You can vary 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, that you can make a changes. So this is all about smart room occupancy monitoring system. Here I have used Arduino Uno board and 16:2 LCD display with I2C model. Backside I2C is there, I2C, and one manual control switch I have used, and one PIR sensor I have used, and to connect all these things I have used a Arduino Uno board. Now, when the motion is detected by the PIR sensor, see here, the motion is detected by the PIR sensor. It is displaying as person in a room is present, and the bulb is automatically turned on, and the switch is in off state now. The same thing you can see it in serial monitor. The switch is in off state, it means 0 state, and person inside the room is now no. Now I'll keep my finger or hand near the PIR sensor. See, the PIR sensor detected the motion and the fan is automatically turned on. At the same time, you can see it in serial monitor. Inside the room is yes, but the switch state is in off state, and PIR value now is 0 because motion is detected only once. The still the fan is in on state. Now the switch is in off state. Now I will make the switch in on condition. So when switch is on, still the fan is in on state. I can switch off the fan manually. So manually also I can switch off the fan and switch on the fan. And now the switch is in off state. I'll keep my finger near the PIR sensor. So even though switch is in off state, the fan is turned on. So in both manner we can turn on the fan automatically as well as manually.